Hi everyone, it's Miss Amy and it is April 22nd. It's Earth Day. So for today's book talks, I am going to book talk some environmental books, some books about strong women who have made scientific breakthroughs or were environmentalists or books about dealing with animals or helping to save animals or make people aware of things that are happening with animals so that we don't have endangered animals and such. So I want to I'm going to start with telling you about this wonderful book by National Geographic Kids. It's called Untamed: The Wildlife of Jane Goodall by Anita Sylvie, and the foreword is actually by Jane Goodall herself. And there are photographs from Jane. There are pictures of her journals and her animals and her chimpanzees and the things that she does to help us be aware of our world in so many ways, not just through the chimps that she studied. She has done and continues to make people aware of the plight of animals or our earth. So check this out. This is an amazing book. Great middle grade read. I want to share this. So this is by Gil Lewis, and this one is about the moon bear. And this particular story is about a boy named Tam whose family is in Laos and they must relocate for a better life. And it isn't all that it was promised to be. This is a fictional story, but it has real information about the moon bears. So when his father dies, he must become the man of the house. His option is to take a job in the city. When he ends up at a moon bear farm, it's horrible. And the mountain boy just wants to go back to his forest home and save the bears from the horrible treatment that they are that's being inflicted on them. It was an eye-opening story for me of the underground trade in China, and there were unexpected friendships and doing the right thing even in the face of danger. And I also want to highlight this story also by Gil Lewis, and this one is about dolphins. The Wood Clan needs to be stopped. Save the reef? What a joke. What kind of a family loves fish and dolphins more than community? Dredging the reef will mean the fishermen can reel in more money. That's what the town needs. So this story is all about protecting the dolphins, but also protecting community and protecting, people's ways of life, and because people have to make a living. So, and there are different ways to do it. So these are two wonderful environmental stories. I will also, and I didn't bring, but Hoot, Chomp, many others by Carl Hyacin. He often writes environmental themes, stories that help us become aware of lots of different environmental issues. Flush is about wastewater. Chomp is about crocodiles and using them in like movies and things and what's real and what's not. Hoot is about burrowing owls in Florida being displaced because of building. So lots and lots. I should have had those out. I forgot until just now. So Carl Hyacin's Chomp and his whole series, wonderful. This one is called Old Wolf by Avi and illustrated by Brian Flocka. And this story is This story follows Neshoba, who is the leader of the pack. So it's told from the point of view of the wolves and the wolf characters. And he's on a quest to find a much needed food during a starving time in just before spring in the mountains in Colorado. And Casey is a 13-year-old human hunter whose paths cross with Neshoba. So really cool perspective coming from the wolf leader, pack wolf. So really neat story, and I love these books. Anyways, so this is a good one. I want to share this book. So this is Little Ladies, Bold Women in Black History by Vashti Harrison. And this one has a wonderful, has information about all kinds of different strong, incredible women. But this one in particular is Alice Ball, who was a chemist and a medical researcher. And she was the first African American to graduate with a master's degree from the University of Hawaii, and she was leading the leading person for coming up with a treatment for leprosy, which was from a plant, a chalamugra tree, which had an oil, and she figured out a way that people could use the oils from that tree, and it would absorb into the bloodstream, and it was a treatment for leprosy. And so really, really incredible. So another reason why we should be protecting our planet, because many of the treatments and antidotes and things that help us medically come from the natural world. So that was really cool. And there are others in here, other amazing, amazing women. So that is a really cool story. So I also want to share this one, Rad American Women, A to Z, by Kate Schatz and Miriam Klein Stahl. And this one, again, has incredible women in it. This has, the letter R is for Rachel Carson, who was a very, very well-known environmentalist who taught us to respect and protect the earth. And each letter is a different one, but that just happens to be about Rachel Carson. In this incredible story, Women in Science, 50 Fearless Pioneers Who Changed the World, written and illustrated by Rachel Ignastevsky. And she has a section on Rachel Carson, and beautiful illustrations. I just love the way it's done. But all throughout this, there are 50 women who have done incredible things, all women scientists. So this one is Rachel Carson. So check that out. So this is a biography all about Rachel Carson, Up Close, Environmentalist Rachel Carson, A 20th Century Life by Ellen Levine. So this is an incredible story about Rachel as well. This book is called, this is by Gary Paulsen. It's This Side of Wild. And this one are true stories of the author Gary Paulsen's experiences with animals of all kinds over the years, and how they've influenced and changed and shaped who he is as a person and as a writer. And I really enjoyed being taken all over the country through his life in story. So this was really cool. It's less than 200 pages. It's like 120 or so pages. So it's a really short read, but a fabulous book and really fun, unique stories and animal experiences. So another reason why we protect our earth and be earth stewards. Okay, one more book, last book that I want to share. This incredible book by DK called The Wonders of Nature. And this fabulous book has the most beautiful illustrations, and I just love the whole format of the book. And it shows all these incredible things in nature, from plants to animals to birds to forms of life to the prickles on a thistle to tumbleweed, like everything, just like incredible. So check this out. Plus it is just, it's just a beautiful book, even from the outside. So hugs to you all. Happy Earth Day, and I hope this has got you thinking about what you can do to help protect the earth for yourself and for future generations. Hugs. Missing. Happy reading.